have you ever walked into a brand new house, looked around, and just felt, this is not what I was picturing at all? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. Today, we're going to dig into some really cool tech that's trying to make that feeling a thing of the past and completely change how we see, design, and buy our future homes.
Okay, so if you've ever built a home, you've probably spent hours staring at a 2D blueprint, right? It's just this sea of lines and measurements and weird symbols. And from that, you're somehow supposed to imagine your entire life unfolding. But seriously, how much can you really get from a flat piece of paper?
Exactly. I mean, there is a huge leap from that abstract drawing to the actual physical home where you're going to live and make memories. And bridging that gap, that disconnect between the plan and the reality, that's the big challenge a company called AR Homes is trying to solve.
So first, let's really unpack this issue, what we're calling the blueprint problem. Because it's a hurdle that pretty much every single home buyer faces, whether they even realize it at the time or not.
For most of us, let's be honest, floor plans are just not intuitive. It is so hard to get a real feel for the scale of a room, or how one space is actually going to flow into the next. And what about all those custom features you're so excited for? On paper, they're often just a couple of extra lines. It's way too easy for really important details to get completely lost in translation.
But what if you could walk through your home before a single nail was hammered? That's the whole idea behind the solution AR Homes came up with. It's a technology they call the AR Theater.
So what is it really? Well, think of the AR Theater as a super high-tech virtual showroom. You step into a room, and 3 of the walls are these massive screens. And then, boom, photorealistic images are projected all around you, creating this life-sized 360-degree walkthrough of a model home.
And the experience itself is designed to be really simple. You just walk in and you are instantly surrounded by these incredibly detailed renderings. Different floor plans, kitchen finishes, even the view from the back patio. Then, using a simple touchscreen, you can actually navigate yourself through the space, walking from the kitchen to the living room, or maybe changing the perspective to see how the morning light hits the master bedroom. It's pretty amazing.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Isn't this just like a VR headset? And that's a fair question. But the key difference here is that the AR Theater is collaborative. With VR headsets, right, everyone's in their own, separate, isolated virtual world. Here, a whole family and their realtor can stand in the same room, pointing at the same virtual fireplace, and experience that walkthrough together. It's a shared journey.
Okay, so the tech sounds impressive, for sure, but what does it actually do for a home buyer? Well, let's look at a real-world story that shows the true power of an experience like this.
Before rolling this out everywhere, AR Homes tested a prototype, and they invited an existing customer, a guy whose custom home was actually already being built, to come and give it a try.
So get this. On his blueprint, there was a little step-up area in his den that was literally just a single line. But inside the AR Theater, he could see it. He could feel the different levels in the space. And he had this instant light bulb moment. Wait a minute. His desk could go up there, overlooking the whole room. It was this perfect design feature that was totally invisible on paper, and now it was too late to change. That is a powerful lesson.
The company's chief marketing officer, Mitzi Hattori, she really nails it. This experience isn't just about showing a floor plan. It's about making a vision tangible, making it emotional. And when a buyer feels that kind of connection, it builds a massive amount of trust and excitement way before they ever get the keys.
So, this all brings us right back to our big question. With an experience this powerful, do we even need physical model homes anymore? All right, let's tackle it head-on. Can this technology truly, one-for-one, take the place of walking through a real brick-and-mortar house? The answer from AR Homes is a confident but qualified yes. See, it's not about replacing every single model home out there. It's about being a really powerful alternative in very specific and actually very common situations. The AR Theater really shines where there are logistical gaps. I mean, think about a new community where the physical model home isn't built yet, which can take months. Or maybe the model with the floor plan you love is a 2-hour drive away. This technology fills those gaps instantly. In fact, it was first rolled out at the Tesoro Club in Florida, a super exclusive community where homes start at over $2 million, precisely because they didn't have a model on site. The AR Theater became their instant showroom.
So what does all this mean for the future of home building? Well, the vision here goes way beyond just being a cool new sales tool.
The CEO of AR Franchising, Don Wetro,
He sees this as a catalyst for changing the whole industry. By getting rid of those nasty surprises and preventing those super expensive late-stage change orders, it just fundamentally improves the entire process for both the builder and, most importantly, for the buyer.
When you boil it all down, technology like the AR theater is about one thing: closing that gap between imagination and reality. It's about giving customers the confidence and the clarity to see their dream home in vivid detail right from the very beginning, before a single shovel ever hits the ground.
And that kind of leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? If we can now walk through our unbuilt homes, what's next? What other complex, expensive, and deeply personal visions will this kind of immersive tech allow us to experience before they become real? The possibilities are pretty fascinating to think about. Thanks for joining me.